Born and bred in Aberdeen, Sarah's a working mum. Married to Rob, an officer in the Royal Navy.
Can I have Robert's cap?
Wow.
And she's a vlogger, which she began when her daughter Isla was only 3 months old.
And at the moment I'm blogging about you, obviously, baby stuff, obsessed with fashion and shopping, and just general lifestyle things. So yeah, basically that's it.
Just 2 years on from that first post, Sarah's very own YouTube channel is now fully grown.
Hello everyone, back to my channel.
Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Hope you're well. So today's video is going to be all about some different ideas that we do to keep our kids entertained when they use that horrible word that they're bored.
With 29,000 dedicated followers, some of her videos reach more than 500,000 people worldwide.
Next fun thing to do is play dress up. It is so much fun to play all sorts of different scenarios with her, and that'll keep her entertained for ages. I think one for Dada.
And it's also a way to deal with the fact that Rob is often away from home for up to 6 months at a time.
So we are going to be doing the Whisper Challenge.
But when he's home, he has no choice but to take on a starring role.
There's a snake in my boot.
What?
There's a snake in my boot.
Bum. I love Robert's baldy bits.
I love rubbing bananas.
Yay!
Today, Sarah's sharing with Rob and the world some very special news.
I'm pregnant.
I'm
Pregnant.
pregnant. You're pregnant. You're pregnant. Oh my!
You got that really quickly. I thought
Let me get these people.
I thought it would take you longer.
You are pregnant.
Yeah.
Yes. You are so sneaky beakies.
I'm not even crying. Like I'm not crying, but my eyes are watering. I don't cry.
I'm crying.
That's really weird.
Needless to say, Sarah plans to post every step, every aspect of her pregnancy online.
We're off to do something very exciting. We're gonna go with the baby, aren't we?
We are.
So I'm gonna do a quick video just on how I found my baby's heartbeat. So here's baby number 2. We need to stop calling it baby number 2, poor thing. Baby was really great, like moved around, was waving, we got to see all sorts. We saw the brain,
Posing.
the liver. Robert thought he saw some boy bits, but it's not possible at 12 weeks to see these things.
But the hardest part, she will have to go much of this journey alone, as Rob's about to spend the next 6 months at sea.
This is Robert's last day with us, and I can't get emotional already. Ooh.
There's even a chance Rob won't be there for the birth.
Did we say bye to Dada? We did, didn't we? So, yeah, Robert's gone.
And instead of shying away from the pain she's feeling, Sarah's putting it all out there for her followers online in her latest vlog. So week 25 has been a bit of a rough one, to say the least. Robert has gone, so God. I'm trying so hard to be strong, and I really thought I've been putting off filming this video for a couple of days just because I didn't feel like... Emotional wise, I am kind of scared now because the thought of see, that's why I don't wear makeup at the moment. With a 2-year-old daughter, another baby on the way, and her husband at sea, Sarah's decided to move back in with her mum and dad. So we're all packed up. We've got some happy chappies in the back. We've got a really sleepy, emotional Isla and a very loud cat underneath all of that. Poor Poos. Poor Poos meowing. We're going to Scotland. Say yeah.
Can you say yeah?
Yeah, I'll say yeah.
Oh, that was emotional.
Across the country, 1 in 3 parents rely on the grandparents to help with some aspect of childcare. And online, young mums are quick to sing their praises.
I honestly have no idea what I would do without my mum by my side. She's been there since day one.
You know, when you are a parent or new parent, it's really frightening and you're just starting out and you think, oh my goodness, I'm adulting now, I can't turn back. So knowing you've got a bit of backup in your corner, I think that really, really helps.
I don't know if I would survive without my mum. Even down to because I'm pregnant now, being so tired, she'll come up and help me do my housework, and I actually loves her. After my mum passed away, I realised that life is short and there's no way not to live up and do everything I dream about.
So grandparents for me is something that I do appreciate the importance of, and I think support networks are huge for people. However, we only have really one close by. If anybody wants to adopt a grandchild, phone me.
In Erskine, Amy and Stuart have been married for just under a year. And while it's been a social media blur of sun-soaked holidays and fun nights out, now their lives are about to change forever.
I'm having a baby!
But the person who's most excited? Amy's mum, Alison.
So when I found out Amy was pregnant, I was actually on holiday in the Dominican Republic. So I was absolutely delighted. And the first holiday that I couldn't wait to get home for. Usually I don't want them to end, but this one, yeah, I wanted to get back and see my baby. So I was really pleased.
But things for this couple aren't as straightforward as they seem, and Amy's pregnancy has been classed as high risk.
I was first diagnosed with diabetes when I was pretty young. I think I was like early high school, mid-high school maybe. So I need to inject insulin because my body, my pancreas doesn't make any insulin. It doesn't release that hormone to break down what I'm eating in food to turn it into energy. So without insulin, I wouldn't be able to live.
So as well as juggling hormones and morning sickness, she also requires at least 5 injections a day and must constantly monitor her blood sugar levels.
So the scanner's on my arm, and then what I do is I just put the phone up, check my glucose, and then it will tell me where I am. So I'm at 4.3 just now, and the scanner actually shows you a graph of where you've been, whereas the blood only gives you like a wee snapshot of what you are at that exact point, and it doesn't tell you if you're on your way down or on your way up, whereas this is just, it's changed my life completely. It's made my diabetes much more manageable. It's amazing.
Even so, Gran can't stop worrying about the rest to both Amy and the baby.
Yes, and my mum phones me every morning at 9 o'clock. She's like, are you alive? Everything I eat either has to be weighed out or measured in the back of packets to make sure that I can add up all my carbs, and then I take a ratio of insulin to break down those carbs. So a lot of people just think that diabetes is, oh, if you need some sugar every now and then, so it's not like that. It's literally everything that passes your lips. Hugely affected our decision to have a baby, because the thought of me not doing all I can because this disease is going to affect the child, the thought of me doing something to hurt this baby is really upsetting. So I just wanted to get into the right place so that I would have the same chances of somebody that wasn't diabetic.
I knew that was probably just the beginning of a worrying 9 months because of the diabetes, so we knew what the risks were. But I think it's safe to say we didn't really expect it to be as difficult as it's been so far.
It is serious, you know, people that aren't well controlled can have horrific things go wrong with their babies, and I just want to make sure that, God, I'm getting upset thinking about that, I just want to make sure that I'm not doing anything to hurt her or him, you know, because you can be born with serious birth defects and spina bifida and things like that. You're much more high risk.
Eager to find support for what she's going through, Amy has turned to social media.
A lot of what I'm doing now is is trying to research stuff. It's all like the type 1 diabetes groups, and I'm like, oh, I'm not the only one. There's all these hundreds of thousands of people in the world that have got this. But oh my God, they're so doom and gloom, some of them. It's just like, oh my God, oh, that happened to me and that didn't go well, and you start panicking.
Now, almost at the end of her first trimester, Amy's going for the all-important 12-week scan. But given what's at stake, she's nervous.
The thought of my disease actually hurting this wee Bubba is really stressing me out no end, and it never goes away.
With the scan just 3 days away, for this first-time mum, it really can't come too soon. Vlogger Sarah is another mum getting a lot more than she bargained for with her second pregnancy. With husband Rob on deployment with the Navy for 6 months, Sarah's moved in with her mum and dad in Aberdeen.
We are in our new abode for the next 3-4 months, and we're at my parents' now. We've had a very busy week, Isla, haven't we? Very busy. Very busy. Still not paying attention.
With Rob's ship on radio silence, the only way Sarah can communicate with them is through her vlog.
We miss you, and we're here, and we're safe, so fingers crossed everything goes good from now. Don't tickle Mama! Ah, you can tickle baby. Oh, baby says ah! So, 36 weeks pregnant, that's so scary. This is my 37-week pregnancy update. We're now on week 38.
But finally, in week 39, there's good news.
Good morning everyone. So this is a bit of a surprise vlog. So something really big has happened in the past 48 hours and I'm literally just coming to terms with it now. But basically I have the biggest surprise today and I'm just so excited. I'm so close to crying.
At the 11th hour, Rob has been granted 3 weeks paternity leave and is coming home today.
I'm just so excited. I feel like I've almost cried about 5 times already because I just don't believe this is happening at all and I feel like I want to cry again.
With one tearful reunion completed,
Robert's
Hello, everybody.
there's still another and more important one to go.
Who's here?
Hello, darling. It's Dada. Oh, hello, darling. It's Dada. Hello, Dada.
So I think it's safe to say someone is very excited to have their dada home for a bit. Who's this?
Have you missed Dada?
Yeah.
What's Dada?
As for the newest member of this family, by the end of week 40 and 2 weeks into Rob's paternity leave, he or she still hasn't made an appearance and is needing a little nudge to get on their way.
Basically, I'm being induced today. There's a new sort of rule up in Scotland where they induce you after 7 days, which kind of works for us because Robert hasn't got much time left with us. I'm so nervous. I really didn't want to be induced. Really, really didn't want to. And I think if Robert wasn't going so soon, I probably wouldn't do it. But I have to. I have 2 hours to get my contractions starting, otherwise I go on the drip.
Clever pea.
Don't show my phone. I've got the pool, so I'm trying my best to enjoy it and relax. It's not happening.
I don't think that's going to happen.
And so, at 19 minutes past 2 on the 6th of October, baby Lachlan enters the world. Weighing 8 pounds and 9.5 ounces. After 9 months of pregnancy and the trials of labour, holding your baby for the very first time is a moment that stays in the memory forever.
There's literally no better feeling in the world than holding your baby in your arms for the very first time. It's something that I don't mind sharing with everybody. Hopefully this time I'll get lots of pictures.
When Robin was born, I always kind of joke and say that someone literally opened a drawer under the bed, picked the baby out and just threw him up on my chest and said, you can have this one. It was surreal, that's why it felt like. Just popped him up on my chest and I just started crying. It was just tears streaming down my face.
I got immediate skin to skin, and I just remember just smelling him, and I've got this picture of like me going shh and smelling him, and he just completely settled down, and it was just amazing. And just to smell that baby, you know, he hadn't been washed, he hadn't been touched, really, it was just amazing. I loved it.
My son was born by caesarean section, and when he was passed to me by my partner looked terrified, and I later found out it was because my son had a cone head and my partner thought that was him for life.
It was just the most amazing thing, and I remember kind of stroking his cheek and I remember saying, "Hi, I'm your mum." I said it in Swedish and I don't know why. I don't know why I'm introducing myself to him at this point, but that was the first thing that actually came to my mind.
I just cried. I just did lots of crying. But yeah, it was absolutely amazing, and just to finally see his little face after all those months of wondering, oh, who's gonna look like, that was really, really something else, and I'll always treasure that.
Oh, fall back. There we go. Are you tickly? Are you? Jessica was a bit of a surprise, but a very good surprise, so we're very happy to have her here.
Discovering their two fur babies were about to become elder siblings to a real-life baby was a post-worthy moment for Debbie and her partner in Falkirk.
During my pregnancy, everything looked great. I had no sickness, limited heartburn. The labour was, I'm told, quick. It didn't feel quick at the time, but it was only about 5.5 hours.
But things weren't quite as straightforward from that point on.
When Jessica was born, they thought that she needed a little help breathing. I didn't expect that she was going to be taken away in a neonatal ambulance.
Soon after she was born, doctors discovered Jessica had several holes in her heart. And it was 4 days before Mum Debbie was even able to hold her. In the days that followed, Debbie practically lived at the hospital, keeping family and friends updated about Jessica's progress through social media.
So at 9 days old, she had surgery. The way that they explained it to us, it was a straightforward, routine, easy operation, but that's all right for a surgeon to say when it's your baby. It's never straightforward and routine.
And messages of support from well-wishers far and wide kept the family going.
So she was in intensive care a wee bit longer than we thought. There was times when you didn't think she was going to come home. There was always something. There was one thing after another. There was another line that they needed to put in, or something else had been found. My main concern was not getting kept in the hospital overnight. I wanted home as soon as we could, and we were there for a month.
Now home, Jessica is making strong progress, but her milestones are very different to those of the average baby.
Are you tickly? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. When the hospital told us she would probably need a ventilator at first in neonatal, and she didn't, we were proud of her. When her morphine got increased and she still didn't need a ventilator, we were proud of her. Every time another drip came off a wee bit earlier than we thought, we were like, there you go, we've got a strong wee girl. There it is.
Despite her progress, Jessica's still unable to take a bottle and has a feeding tube in her nose. Today's speech therapist, Karen, has come to check her progress.
Hello, come on in. Hi. We had her cardiac appointment on Thursday, so she had her echo and her scans done. You hate them being in the hospital and then you get home and you think, but I knew everything was okay because she had monitors. There was nurses there to ask for help.
There's numbers to
Yeah, where now I'm like, is she alright? I don't know, is that normal? And I can't sleep because I'm like, what if she's sick in her sleep? I don't know.
She ever been sick in her sleep?
No, but that's not the point.
No, I know that's not the point.
It's one of them things I'm
You're
like,
just listening all
I know,
the time,
I know
yeah.
it's silly. Oh no, you don't like the light. Jessica struggles to take her bottles. It's common with cardiac babies. They burn more calories than normal, so if she labours too long in her bottle, she's using up more calories taking it than what's actually in the bottle. Suction's for her nose to test today, Justin. And sometimes when something happens, like she does have a wee sick, like all babies do, and you think, oh God, is it her heart? And it's quite stressful.
But dummies are a nice idea when she's being tube fed because your digestive system works from the mouth down. And so sometimes when you don't do anything with your mouth, it doesn't work quite as efficiently. Her tummy just fills up and there's no effort at all. So your mummy's done a really good job working with you and you've been working hard too.
The nurses used to say you were very feisty.
Were you?
We didn't think she looked no well, but when you look back at photos, she looked horrendous.
See the colour.
Aye, she looked awful.
She's, over the last wee while, she's been taking more orally, you've been persevering with that. You know she can complete a feed, but she's not quite ready to complete all of her feeds as yet.
It's really reassuring to have Carol come out and say that her progress is good, and it's good that they're looking to change things now to make her more like a normal baby, change her feeding up a little so it's not quite as strict, so I'm quite happy with her.
Yeah. Right, so I'll be in touch.
Okay, that's brilliant. Thank you.
Right.
Yes, please. Thank you.
For now.
I'm really happy with her progress anyway, but it's nice for a professional to say that it's good too.
Are you okay? You done well. For every parent, the first time baby gets ill can be very stressful. And online can be a place to find reassurance or more worry.
First time he was unwell, I was just, phone 101, dial an ambulance, take him to the hospital, take him to the doctors. But there's nothing you can really do, you just have to nurse him better. But the best thing, breast milk. It's got the best antibodies in it and just the best things for the baby ever.
The scariest moment since Robin was born was a time when I had decided to go to the hairdresser. So we said to try formula while I was away. After, just about 2 hours, my husband phones me up and says, I think Robin is having an allergic reaction. I said, just come up to the hairdresser, it's only a few minutes away. When he arrived, Robin's lip was hanging out his mouth, he was grey, he was floppy, he was, passing out. Ambulance arrived, they gave him adrenaline. They obviously got to the conclusion that it was from the formula, so he has a cow's milk protein allergy, so a very severe one, where he gets an anaphylactic shock when he takes any kind of milk. Because I'm still breastfeeding, I am still breastfeeding, I had to go dairy free, and this kind of cleared up a lot of his problem.
She's actually got, at the moment, thrush in her mouth. It was a long day yesterday from about 6 in the morning. She just cried, she's barely eaten, she barely slept at all last night, so it's been a bit of a long 24 hours or so.
Just difficult not to panic because you're like, it's your first real hurdle. I have my moments where I do panic about things, my husband has his moments when he panics, but generally we tend to take turns in panicking, so that's quite helpful.
In Aberdeen, baby Lachlan is officially 1 day old, and Sarah's ready to introduce him to the world, both in person
And someone very special is about to come meet their brother.
and through social media.
Who's this?
Gentle.
Gonna be big.
Yeah, that's baby's bed.
Lachlan's big sister isn't the only visitor. There's also 2 proud grandparents desperate to meet him.
Isla. Oh, she's so clever.
But while Lachlan seems relaxed, he's having trouble feeding.
Oh, look how cuddled he is. What a cuddle monster. He loves the cuddle.
So it's it's another 2 days before mum and baby get to go home.
Dad has brought this. So who knows? Who knows, Lachlan? You were not feeding, but we might go home and try and sort it there, eh? We're going home! Yes, we are.
And while it's definitely a happy family moment, Sarah never forgets her online audience, keen to see that first family photo.
Robert, we need a photo in the corridor first. You know the drill. So we're back at home. We got out and Lachlan's in his bed chilling, and I've just been expressing the story of my life. I was trying to get him to latch earlier, but he's just not. I am feeling a little bit overwhelmed all of a sudden because I'm just shattered, because somebody seems to get all emotional around 11 o'clock and then is just a bit emotional for a while. So anyway, we are home and we're a family of 4.
While Lachlan soon becomes a star of social media.
Say hello everybody, I'm Lachlan. I'm the newest member of this family and I like to sleep. Long may that continue, hey?
Feeding continues to be a problem.
He's really lazy, he won't really latch, so I'm having to express like every 3 hours and I'm exhausted. So it's probably not helping.
And Sarah, once again, doesn't filter the truth for her 29,000 followers online.
I don't know, I just feel like the first week of Lachlan's life's been like really tainted by the fact that Rob's going again tomorrow, so Lachlan will be 10 days old.
But with no choice in the matter, Rob must return to his ship.
Just really dreading tomorrow. I can't believe he's going again.
Back soon.
It's okay, sausage, you'll come back soon. I just don't really know how to deal with 2 kids without him. Oh, thank you. I know I've got my family here and they're amazing. It's just really scary.
In Erskine, Amy and husband Stuart are about to have their 12-week scan.
So we've had a wee scan before at like 6.5, 7 weeks, but this is our first scan that we'll probably get to see a proper wee baby.
It's also Amy's birthday, but this pregnancy isn't plain sailing for this couple. And worried about the impact her diabetes could have on the baby, all thoughts of celebrating are on hold.
All going well and everything's okay, hopefully, touch wood. Not even got wood to touch, but hopefully everything going well. As long as I can see everything's okay, I'll be happy with that.
While they want to keep the baby's gender a surprise, Amy plans to announce their pregnancy to the world via Instagram.
I'm okay, I'm okay.
But right now, that seems a long way off.
Okay. So it's staying up there. So we'll give you an official due date in a couple of weeks' time.
Oh look!
I'll see you, babes. Or him.
I've seen Heartbeat, which has been amazing, actually, to see that wee flicker.
Is it moving?
Yeah, like, sure, I can see. Sure, you get tears? No? Wee heart, I know you can't really tell now, but wee heart's beating exactly the way it should be and everything.
Yeah, looks spot on. Yeah, see, nice.
And apparently once you see the heartbeat on a scan, risks go down with other things. So that was amazing to see. Oh my God, you see them moving?
It's maybe what that indigestion is.
For Amy, it's a massive relief.
Oh God, I need to stop getting so emotional. This is terrible. I don't know why I'm crying. I'm really happy. She's moving. Did you see her move? I keep saying her. I'm sorry.
With a healthy baby and the scan to prove it, Amy and Stuart definitely have something to celebrate.
I can't believe we got to see her move, or him move. Oh, your head. Oh, that's actually a wee bit of relief.
So just because there can be complications for the diabetes, that she's been panicking a lot. So she's been constantly needing a bit of reassurance that everything's going to be okay.
I know everything's going to be fine, but you just panic, don't you, until you see that it's okay. There's an actual proper wee baby in there now.
There's no doubt about it.
So now, along with coffee and cake, it's time for these extremely proud parents to tell the world.
So it's all about Amy today, you know what I mean? It's her birthday, she's going to holiday tomorrow, she's at her favourite cafe. She's with her favourite husband.
Though in sharing the good news, there's another family member Amy wants to include.
I'll get a wee picture of Jessie's paws. So that's your trainers, my Converse, the dog's paws, and the wee baby pair of Converse that my mum bought. It's cute, isn't it?
I like the dog's paws, quality, man.
I'm really excited because, like, in our family, this is the first baby for, since our cousin Abby, so it's for 17 years, so I'm really excited about the wider family knowing. I'm really excited about our friends and things knowing as well.
Well, I've got quite a small family. It'll be really good for my mum, plus my dad passed away just a couple of years ago, so I think it'll be a new lease of life for my mum, and just looking forward to seeing her reaction, obviously. I'm excited to tell people. I don't think they're going to believe I'm going to be responsible enough to have a kid.
I don't believe it, to be fair.
I'm definitely going to pull it off. And I want them just to be just like me, that's cool as.
I just want the baby to be healthy and I'll be happy whatever I have as long as he or she is a healthy wee baby.
Let's get us posting to go, man.
Right, okay. Oh, I'm feeling a bit weird posting this. Go. Right, that's it? That's it posted?
That's us officially pregnant.
Stop. No, but now everybody knows, everybody can see.
I know how it works.
As soon as the 12-week scan milestone is passed, the next thought is often how to break the news. And these days, mums-to-be are getting very inventive.
My announcement on Facebook was a picture of a pint and a wine glass, and on it I had a post-it note saying do not fill until August.
My husband's actually a gamer, so we had a baby grow that said player 3 entering the game, and also a Xbox controller, which we then took a picture of and shared it on social media.
I was so nervous to upload my gender reveal video on Facebook that I ended up having to get my sister-in-law Chelsea to press the upload button because I was just so nervous about it. Once those pictures and videos are up on Facebook, everybody knows about it.
When it came to telling our son, we kind of wanted to do something a wee bit memorable. So what we did is we wrote him a card. So it was kind of, the message was, Dear Joseph, Mummy and Daddy love you very much. Mummy has a baby in her tummy. You're going to be an amazing big brother. So we kind of got to the end and he was like, have you got a baby in your tummy, Mummy? And then jumped off the sofa to come round and have a wee look as if all of a sudden my tummy had grown, like I'd swallowed a watermelon. I was like, yeah, but it's really, really small.
It's great when it's out there and everyone knows. You get such great feedback from everyone. All your friends are coming up to you saying congratulations. It's just such a good feeling.
In Aberdeen, Sarah is struggling to cope.
Lachlan decided to be up from like 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock screaming. So yeah, I have not had much sleep.
Baby Lachlan is very difficult to settle. And as the weeks turn into months, it's all starting to take its toll on Sarah.
Oh, it's just such hard work. So yeah. It really is horrendous.
But she isn't holding back the truth from our online followers.
Lachlan won't stop screaming, no matter how much I feed him, so I don't know what is going on there. We're in the car now, about to leave, and Lachlan is continuing to scream.
With colic and acid reflux ruled out, there was no explanation for Lachlan's symptoms.
He seemed in a lot of pain and he just wouldn't settle, but then eventually someone mentioned silent reflux to me.
Sarah's GP confirmed her suspicions, but Lachlan's not the only one left in distress after these last months. And today, Sarah's being brave enough to say the unsayable in her latest confessional vlog.
Hi everyone, hope you're well. Welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, I'm Sarah, I'm a mum of 2. You'll have to bear with me because it's probably not going to be as fluid as my normal videos, and I'm going to try my best not to get emotional about it, but I think it's going to be quite difficult and I'm really nervous. But it is hard in the world of parenting because I feel like parenting is a very judgmental thing sometimes, and everyone has an opinion, everyone raises their kids differently, and people can be very quick to judge people. So I know I'm putting myself out there, and I just hope that none of it's taken the wrong way. I got to the stage where I didn't even want to be his mum, and I didn't think that he wanted me to be his mum, and that I didn't deserve him and I couldn't look after him, and I used to fantasize about just walking out, never coming back. When you have this tiny little baby screaming at you, it just breaks you eventually. Oh, Lachlan. And on really bad days when no one was in the house, my parents' house was all on one level, and it would get to the stage where I'd done everything I could for him. He'd been fed, he was changed, he was swaddled, he had a dummy, he was at a good temperature, whatever he needed to be comfortable and content, I'd done, and he would just scream and scream and scream and scream and just keep going. And it would get to the stage where I'd have to take him in his basket and go through to like my parents' room and then through into my mum's dressing room area, because it meant that I could put him down in there and I knew he was safe. And I'd shut like 1, 2, 3, at least 3 doors, and sometimes I'd even go stand out in the garden just so I couldn't hear him. And I feel so guilty about it, but it was the only thing that stopped me from shouting at him. I didn't want to shout at a baby, I didn't want to scare my baby, I didn't want to just be really angry in front of him because it just wasn't fair on him. Oh, darling. Just that whole time was just a blur of being miserable, to be honest, and it breaks my heart to talk about it, and it makes me feel really guilty to talk about it because I wished every day away and now I really regret it.
With Rob's encouragement, Sarah's spoken to her GP about her state of mind. Her diagnosis: she's suffering from PTSD.
You kind of feel like PTSD is this thing that is reserved for really serious things, like really bad accidents or people that witness things and that sort of stuff. I felt really stupid, and I just didn't want to think that my child, who I love so much, could have that effect, especially when it's been much worse for him. He's been the one in pain. It's scary, really scary, and I decided to do this video just to try and not feel ashamed and not feel bad about it, and I just want to be the best mum for my kids.
With many mums on social media portraying the picture-perfect life, the importance of being brutally honest is sometimes overlooked. For most mums, saying how it really is can be a crucial lifeline.
It's so refreshing to see mums being honest about parenthood, especially on Instagram and Facebook, and I think that's becoming a lot more common these days.
I've not washed my hair in a week, and that's with 1 child, so with 2, one's coming very soon. The dry shampoo is going to be out for months on end.
I've been breastfeeding since Kai was born, and I'm struggling with it, and I'm considering using formula and breast milk.
I think relying on wine to get through pain time is not a healthy message, although I have done that.
Social media gives people serious anxiety and just makes people feel rubbish. I think the best thing to do is not get swept up on trying to be the perfect parent, but just be the best parent for you and your child. That's all you can do.
There's no such thing as a perfect mum, I don't think. I think social media makes you believe that there is, but you really just have to, for me, ignore all the social media stuff and do what's right for your baby, because you know your baby best. And there was women around me saying, oh, they didn't do it that way, they didn't do it that way, and you just have to go with your gut.
While many mums are posting about the stress, strain and sleep deprivation that comes with having a newborn, some parents face even bigger hurdles.
Wheels in the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. Wheels on the bus go round and
like Scott and Shazia, as he was raised a Christian and she's a practicing Muslim. But this is the story of how their daughter Ava united two very different families.
This was pictures from the hospital when she was born. So it had just him saying to people that she was born, what weight she was. She was 9'6" when she was born. I'm a very proud dad, but even more humbled with the strength of my wife. Today, thanks to her, I get a little piece of my mum and dad back, and my family gets to see new life in it for the first time in years.
Baby Ava's arrival has brought happiness to both Scott and Shazia's families. But it hasn't always been this way.
There were so many barriers to us getting together. So obviously the kind of religion aspect was quite a big part of it.
I think the reason why we're still together, having survived quite a time, is because we are so similar. The only difficulties we had were from other people.
Scott and Shazia first met at university.
So we're just friends for a while. We used to chat all the time, go to the library and chat instead of doing work. We ended up just talking all the time. So we just got on so well, right from the start.
I actually heard Shazia before I first met her. She was in our lecture having a very loud discussion with one of the lecturers, pointing out where he was wrong in a few things. So yeah, I like that in people. I like strong people, strong-minded people.
You sitting up? Oh, Dowie, that fell. Oh, it fell. You did.
I suppose culturally, there's no kind of couples or anything in my family that I've married into, somebody who's coming from a different background. So that was a first for me. So when my mum met Scott, she thought it was me leaving her and going into a different culture.
Hello, darling. Hi, honey.
Oh, the hiccups. Oh, do the hiccups.
Oh, do the hiccups.
I believe in God. I believe there's an afterlife. I believe that if we do good things in this life, we'll be rewarded at the end.
And then become the difficulties, because I had no religious faith. It always felt to me like those fake pies you get in butcher shop windows that are actually plastic.
But after his mother passed away, Scott started to rethink his views.
She died far too young, and I suppose if you wait around for the ideal situation to happen, it sometimes never does.
Scott's solution was a surprise to everyone. He decided he would convert to Islam.
It was about pleasing my wife. Islam is a religion I love, and I think if we all put the people closest to us above material things, I think the world would be a happier place.
Scott's newfound faith meant having not just one wedding ceremony, but two.
First one was non-religious and second one was religious. And the first one we personalised our vows, and it was more like us, wasn't it? It was more.
Yeah.
And then the second one was just personal, wasn't it? The second one was more personal, like to family.
Though for Scott, the best moment came after the last of the guests went home, when Shazia's mum welcomed him into the family.
When it was just
the family?
Just the family and myself, that she went into the bedroom and she took off the burqa.
And just had the headscarf
and just had the headscarf on, and came out, and I got to see her face, and that was nice.
But that was like an expression of like being part of the family, wasn't it?
It was a nice gesture, and it meant a lot to me.
Him being part of the family, that's a big achievement from my point of view. And it took a long time getting my mum to like Scott.
But what really strengthened the bond between the two families was the arrival of baby Ava.
My mum actually calls quite a lot. She phones quite a few times during the day. She even wants to listen to Ava on the phone, which I think is quite funny. But she's actually more maternal than I thought she would be. She's loving being a grandmother. I think my sisters were even talking about taking her to the pictures when she's older, and taking her to the park, and take her to the beach. And so they're already thinking about doing things with her when she's older. It's quite nice seeing that.
So despite the cultural divide, Ava has brought both her families closer.
Obviously, we're a symbol of how you can work through problems. Looking back on it now, I wish I had done it before.
It's been hard, but Ava wins at the end of the day. And seeing all the cousins, the aunties, the uncles, everybody's reaction to her has been amazing. She was a missing piece, but bringing everyone together for our families to accept us as a couple, it's been lovely.
In Falkirk, Mum Debbie and baby Jessica have had a serious setback.
So this is day 4 of this little one being back in hospital. She came in on Sunday. We brought her in, we were a bit concerned about her breathing. She had a wee bit of a cold, was quite wheezy and chesty. So the local hospital decided to keep her in, just to give her a wee bit of hand with breathing. They decided to transfer her back to Glasgow. The transfer team came and scanned her and said that her lung had collapsed. So she was put on a ventilator and blue lighted back through to Glasgow. And that's when our cardiologist examined her and said that her diaphragm had pushed up onto her lung, so she wasn't getting full use of her left lung, and they would have to do surgery to placate that, which is basically just stitching it down out the way so that her lung can expand. So she had to go in for further surgery. The surgeon that we had was brilliant. He was really, really nice, really put her mind at ease. He said that that's like a routine surgery for him, not for us, but he did put us at ease. But anything can happen. What if she bleeds? What if it gets infected? Like, you don't know. You spend the whole day trying not to think about it, and that's all that you actually can think about. You can't get it out your head at all.
Jessica's procedure took 4 hours. It was a success, but an excruciating wait for Debbie and her partner.
You feel sad because they're tiny and it's no fair, and then you feel angry because, well, why should this happen to her? Why my baby? Why anybody's baby, really? So it's quite hard going.
3 weeks later, Jessica is now fully recovered and back home with all the family.
First time we had her home, it was very stressful. You felt like it wasn't your baby. Like the hospital had just gave you this baby for a loan. You had to follow their instructions, and we were kind of like scared that we'd get into trouble if we'd done something wrong.
Oh, that's a good girl. Oh no.
For the second time, she was like a real baby when she come home. She was that wee bit bigger, but you noticed the difference in her for that operation. She needed that second operation. Like, we really noticed the difference. She was stronger, she cried, she like smiled. You feel like she's yours, so like we kind of want to keep her home now forever. We don't want her to go away now.
Humbled by all the support they've received, Debbie now wants to give something back. Using social media, she's fundraising for the Glasgow Children's Hospital charity.
At the hospital in Glasgow, they have a children's charity. They are doing a sponsored walk, so because they had been so good with Jessica, I decided that we would sign up and do that. So we set up a Just Giving page to try and raise money for the hospital. So we set a target of 250 and we've already passed that. I think we're up at 300 and something. If it wasn't for the hospital in Glasgow, Jessica probably wouldn't be here just now. So it's really important for us to do whatever we can to give back to them.
But more than anything, Debbie plans to enjoy having a happy and healthy baby.
So Jessica's 3 months old and she's had 2 major operations and hopefully she won't need any more. She's a wee fighter. You can ask any of the nurses that looked after her. They all said she was feisty and very strong for a baby. Some of them were, I would go as far as to say, a bit scared of her. But she is the strongest wee baby ever. Tiny but mighty.
For most new mums, their child's rapid progress through the first months is a constant source of wonder, and it's hard to resist a proud mum post every now and then.
There's no prouder moment for a parent than when your child does a poo in the potty for the very first time. Of course it has to go on Facebook.
So as you can see, Archer is standing. He took 6 steps yesterday, 4 steps the day before, and I cried like a baby.
I think he has been talking from quite an early stage. He's been really communicating, maybe not talking, but communicating from quite an early stage.
People can nurture in their children, and for me it's things like when I see my son hugging one of his friends who's upset, or picking up a piece of litter off the ground to take care of the planet, and it's the sweetest thing ever and it makes me so proud.
I was one of those people who said that I was never going to update about my child on social media. Things change when you become a mum. Robin, you missed a bit. All of a sudden he kind of started taking steps with his tiny feet, and it was amazing. So I remember sharing that one on Facebook and Instagram.
I remember feeling so proud of my daughter when she brought her first picture home from nursery that she'd done herself, and I posted it on Facebook, and now looking back it was really just lots of colourful squiggles.
Morning, beautiful children. Happy Friday!
For mummy vlogger Sarah, the first months of her life as a mum of 2 have been full of challenges.
They got a red cheekies.
After many sleepless nights, son Lachlan's silent reflux is finally under control. But months down the line, the symptoms of Sarah's PTSD are getting more intense.
My checking things has gone kind of like through the roof, and just the anxiety symptoms have stepped up massively. So I'm like, big emotions that are hard to sort of control.
And Sarah's decided to seek counselling.
I kind of just been so busy and just put it off and put it off and put it off. And it's all these symptoms that I didn't even know were part of anxiety, like speaking really fast or slurring your words or getting confused or mixing words up, which I do a lot of. I get this feeling in my throat where I feel like my heart's going like it's beating at the wrong time. And then it comes into my throat and it makes me cough a lot, which is really strange. But I've been getting that a lot more than I used to.
But as tough as things have been, she's never truly felt alone, thanks to her followers on social media.
The comments on Instagram, the messages on YouTube, all the private messages. I was genuinely really, really blown away by it all. Just sort of knowing there's that amount of people that I haven't even met in real life behind us and supporting us is just, it's unreal. It really, really helps. So thank you.
A problem shared is a problem halved. And when husband Rob returns from deployment...
Isla, look! Lachlan's not fast.
The future for this family of 4 is beginning to look a whole lot brighter.
Isla, who do you want to take you upstairs to bed? Mama?
Dada!
Mama?
Dada!
Okay then, I'm gonna go get some Prosecco.
And as for the other mums sharing their stories across Scotland, the #1 wish? For time to stand still, as their precious babies are growing up way too fast.
Time flies by with kids. It feels like Harris, my son, he was a baby a few weeks ago in my mind, and now he's a 6-year-old walking down the street shouting hi dude, high-fiving, and parking the car in the supermarket car park, which is purely supervised, and that makes it okay. But it flies.
This will be my 4th baby, and I think each time I forget just how quickly the newborn baby stage goes. You just try and cherish every moment.
It's amazing seeing how much your child can develop in the first year of its life. You see your son or daughter soaking up all this information that you're teaching them, and it's just so rewarding to see.
I am so proud. It is the proudest I've ever felt in my life, just to be her mum, to just see her being this tiny little thriving human. And just words literally can't come out my mouth with how proud I am of her and this whole thing. Look, I'm getting emotional. Look at that. What is this? Woo! She's phenomenal.
It feels really good to be able to spend my everyday with Robin and at the same time do something I love.
It feels like yesterday that I brought my tiny little baby home from the hospital and he just lay and cuddled into me, and now I have a 10-month-old terror who is never away from my ankles and is always laughing and shouting. But the development of them is amazing, and just seeing them progress is just one of the most wonderful things in the world. It's the best part about being a parent. It's also probably the most heartbreaking part, because eventually you realise that they're not going to need you anymore, which is, for a mum, it's so sad.